What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan Grubb here, Extreme Outdoorsmen. If you guys are new here to the channel, make sure to go hit that subscribe button for me. Help me at 25,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. But in today's video, as you've seen from the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be going over my top 4 soft plastics that I have been using in the past year or two to catch huge largemouth bass and huge smallmouth bass. I've been having a heck of a year, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. But I'm going to go over all these baits real quick and hopefully you guys enjoy the content. So like I said, guys, I've got 4 different soft plastics here that I've been wrecking the bass on the past couple of years. And first off, I wanted to start with the Guggen Baits rattling net. I actually got these in the mail last year and I decided to test them out on smallmouth bass, and legit the first trip I took them out to Lake St. Clair, I was actually out there by myself, and the plan was to just target some new waters that I've never fished and try this Ned rig that I've never fished. And ever since I picked up this Ned rig, it was game on for the smallmouth. And this one's actually the green pumpkin goby color. And let me tell you guys, this Ned rig straight up catches them. I'm going to show you guys a close-up real quick. It almost looks like black and purple, but it's a green pumpkin purple with gold flake in it. And I don't know if you can hear the rattle in it, but right there, I think when it's like falling down and as you're jigging it on the bottom, it's making a ton of noise down there, and it really attracts those huge smallmouth to come check it out and drill it. So basically what I was doing with this Ned rig, just casting out and basically dead sticking it, I was just letting it sit on bottom and basically just reeling up my slack every once in a while and just feeling my line, feeling if I felt any weight on there or anything. A couple times I just jig it or drag it along bottom, but this Ned rig right here was money last year on Lake St. Clair, so I'm going to be using this one a ton this year. I can't wait for the springtime and summertime to get out there on Lake St. Clair to catch all those big smallmouth. But if you're looking for a new Ned rig, I highly recommend this one. I've caught a ton of big smallmouth on it. So I'm gonna leave a clip right here catching some smallmouth. Well, guys, just hooked up onto another one. They're freaking loaded up in here. This is a really good one too. I'm just throwing that Ned rig around and they're freaking destroying it. Dang, this is a really good one. That's at least 4-pounder probably. Holy crap. Check that out, guys. He freaking destroyed that Guggen Baits Ned rig, the purple, black, and gold one. But I just started throwing that, and I tied it on actually this morning and figured it'd be a really good one. It has rattles in it. It's called the Guggen Baits Rattling Ned. And I feel like those fish really like that noise right now. I don't know what it is, but they're freaking destroying the Ned rig this morning. Really, really cool. Beautiful Lake St. Clair smallmouth. It's really fun getting out here chasing these beautiful Lake St. Clair smallmouth. They fight like crazy. But gonna get a picture real quick and put him back. The next bait I'm gonna be covering is the Guggen Baits Dart, the 5-inch dart. I got this one, I think it was last year or the year before. And this thing wrecks them, guys. I actually have one in here that's already rigged up. I just took it off one of my rods because I had it rigged up on one of my spinning combos because this thing wrecks the largemouth bass up north. But check that out right there. Basically what I was doing with it, just casting out and twitching it back to the boat. And let me tell you guys, the largemouth were tearing this thing up. This soft plastic jerk bait caught me so many bass last year. I can't even count. And this one's actually called the California Craw. I caught so many bass on this last year. I couldn't even count. It was like every time I went out up north for largemouth, it was like every cast throwing this thing, whether it was over deeper weed patches or even in like 1 to 2 foot of water. But this thing straight up catches them, guys. I'm actually gonna leave a clip after every lure that I talk about, showing you guys a fish catch with it.
It was cool because I seen him like eat it first and he sucked it in deeper.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was really sorry. You're good.
Oh, what is that, a bowfin? Oh!
Those guys are right there too.
Oh, sorry. It's a big one. All right, guys. I'm using the Guggen dart right now. And probably, I don't know. Oh, I guess it's not as big as I thought.
That's a nice fish though.
Yeah, it's still a really nice one. Oh. Shh. There's guys around us right now. I guess I was just yelling. But check out that frickin' tank, guys. On the Guggen dart. That's frickin' crazy. Just throwing it right around this shallow cover right here, these shallow weeds, and they're definitely tearing it up. Just Texas rig. It's just basically, like I said, a soft plastic jerk bait, but I'm throwing that green pumpkin watermelon, and they're definitely tearing it up today, so really nice one. So next up is actually the Guggen Baits Drag and Drop, and it's the green pumpkin pearl color. It seems like I've had the best luck with this color on Lake St. Clair for smallmouth, and I've even thrown this around some inland lakes around the house and caught some really nice largemouth bass on this thing. But I'm gonna grab this out and show you guys what this looks like. But it seems like every time I tie this on, as a drop shot out on Lake St. Clair, I get some huge smallmouth bass on it. Me and one rod and one reel are actually out there last year, and we wrecked them on this color right here. It was insane. Lake Fort guy was absolutely hammering them with this color. It was crazy. But yeah, that drag and drop right there is probably my favorite color. I do really good with this one, and then also the pink one. So basically what you're doing with that one, you're basically just casting it out and letting it drag along bottom. Pretty easy. You basically, just like it says, drag and drop. You basically you can just let it sit there in the water, or you can drag it right along bottom, and those smallmouth will come check it out and drill it. I highly recommend getting these. I've caught so many big smallmouth bass on these last year, but here's another clip of the smallmouth. Oh, that's a big one. Feels nice. Fish on! Woo! Oh, that's a tank. It looks big. Get the net! Getting it! Oh! Yes! It's a nice one. Check out that beautiful Lake St. Clair smallmouth. We actually just rolled up. We've been fishing a bunch of different spots, but we figured we'd come back to the honey hole, and as soon as we got here, it was like instant bites. But check out that smallie right there on that Guggen Baits Drag and Drop. And if you guys want to order these, make sure to go to GuggenSquad.com and use my code EXTREME for 10% off. It helps me out and everything. So really appreciate all the support, but really nice smallmouth bass. Gonna get him unhooked, get a picture real quick and put him back. But nice one. Last but not least is the Guggen Baits Nuke Punch. I caught so many giant largemouth bass on this thing last year, and what I was doing with this Nuke Punch, actually, I was actually using it as a trailer on my Guggen Baits Guggen Squad clickbaits, and check out the profile on that thing. It's more bulkier than the Bandito bug, and it's got all these rivets in the side. I think that has a huge factor when those fish hit that bait. But This black and blue nuke punch is money, guys. Like I said, I caught so many big largemouth bass on this thing. It was crazy. Just reeling it super, super slow. I also Texas rigged this last year, throwing it and skipping it under docks. And I was absolutely wrecking the bass on this thing. So here's a clip of the fish catch.
Kind of your dad demo, right?
Yeah. Fish. What the heck? Nice one. Holy crap. I just cast it and let it sink to the bottom. I didn't even start reeling it yet. That's a nice one. On the Guggen Squad clickbait, guys. Oh, holy crap. Let's go. That's a tank. Check that out. That's a freaking fatty. Holy crap. Right there on that Guggen Squad clickbait, I just cast it out right along those reeds. And first drop down. I didn't even start reeling that clickbait, guys. That's how good these clickbaits are, honestly. And I actually got it paired up with the nuke punch. I just actually got these in the mail the other day, and they're a thicker presentation. They're sort of like the Bandito bug, but thicker. So I thought I'd try it out on that Guggen Squad clickbait. And check that out, guys. That's a freaking toad. At least a 4-pounder. That's a tank, but really nice fish. We're gonna get a couple pictures real quick and put them back, but that is freaking sweet.